And Fauster, can you give us a general idea of their overall recent set count between Trif and Prof?
Well, recently it's often in Trif favor, but as we saw in winners, it's always super tense. It has always been actually during the years, like it has always been like super close between those two, even when Prof used to win their set. So it's like it can go in both hands, but Trif is definitely the favorite in the game.
Wow.
But that aside, they started on Dreamland.
Yeah, that's
interesting thing.
Very surprising. You actually have started to see more and more Foxes go Dreamland against Floaties game one. Not really Puff so much, but Samus, Peach. It just gives you a lot of room to work with, a lot of room to fire the gun.
Yeah. And the first interaction we saw, something that we talked about in the Leffen set, was the Wave Shine out of shield. Something that Leffen just doesn't seem to even need in this matchup. And Prof is just so consistent at it and just gets it anyway. So kind of cool to see the stylistic clash right off the bat in the first interaction.
Yes,
for sure.
Absolutely. And to your point on taking Floaties to Dreamland, I think it's a good idea because I think they're understanding that yes, I'm not going to be able to kill off the Floaty quickly, but in exchange, I'm just going to have an easier neutral game, and I'm probably going to be able to win more exchanges. So I'm okay with a longer game as long as I think as a fast faller, as long as you're mentally planning for a long game and a grindy game, then this stage isn't bad. It's when you try to kill them off the same way you would on another stage that this stage starts to get to you. And you're like, damn, I hit you at 140. You didn't die. This stage sucks. But if you're just planning on 180 kills, 170 kills,
then you're fine.
Then you're just totally fine.
You know who's been exemplifying that more than anyone for me is actually Zane's Roy, who just continues playing the game at 220% like normal, and then finds the kill with an up throw at 240%. And then he's just down with that, and I'm like, oh yeah, we could just stay disciplined at high percents, you know? Like that's just fine.
That is possible.
That's really what it's all about. Like you mentioned yesterday, the health bar, right?
Yeah.
The health bar. You just treat it like, okay, Peach on this stage is going to have a 200% health bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Now play that shit.
Yeah, you're essentially trading Fox's quick kill ability on other stages for his speed ability on this stage. So it's a trade-off for sure, but Prof is making good use of it so far.
Yep. He gets right back to center stage. Yeah, because the flip side of that is sometimes you live longer too, right? Like it just takes one dropped edge guard from Trif, and suddenly Prof looks like he's living into those floaty percents now. Forward throw dash attack. He's got a few cool forward throw mix-ups.
Now, I wanted to ask Foster, are you noticing any differences in Trif's approach in this match against Prof now that differ from the way he played against Leffen?
Well, I mean, I think like the main difference is actually the Fox, because like as we said on the Leffen Trif matchup, it's like Leffen is always in low commitment, really nice shine there. It's always low commitment, low commitment, low commitment in those movement, in those kind of approach, spacing, stuff like that. But on the other hand, actually, Prof is way more on the high risk. This, for instance, jumping on the pitch while she's on the platform, whereas Leffen will have just like cross her down and take back the center. So I feel like it's more about the Fox than actual Trif.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, another observation I made, we talked about how in the winner's set against Professor Pro, he was finding a lot of dash attacks, and against Leffen, he didn't find a single one. He whiffed so many dash attacks, you know? And now we're kind of seeing like, okay, Trif is great at that mix-up. Sometimes he dash attacks, sometimes he grabs, sometimes he floats and stuff, but against Leffen, that wasn't really a mix-up, you know? So
He kind of just has both covered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that situation just now reminded me of the end of their winners set where Prof started to up B really high near the ledge, and he went to the top platform. This time just going straight down. Definitely trying to keep Trif on his toes as far as the recovery mix-ups.
Yep. That time going straight in. Trif was ready for that one, but he's still mixing in the options that he's doing. I think the high up Bs have been a cool, like, recent thing that Foxes have been doing, especially with, like, notched angles down to the ledge and stuff that we didn't used to see, so.
Now, here's where the stage is actually at a detriment, right? You could have like a game plan to deal with a floaty, and you know you're going to kill him at high percent. When you're dealing with a last stock situation like this, where you did all this work to get Peach to 140.
But then she does this into the up air.
And he goes for the top side
like
again.
Any other stage, dead, right? So like you start this match off with like 120% on the Peach. That's really just the equivalent of like 60 on another stage, right? 50.
Okay, let's see if Prof can clutch it out.
Oh, down tilt kills!
Of all things.
Wow,
That
he
was,
stays composed to Hugs' point, right? It's like,
Yeah.
as long as you know that her health bar is 170, you're chill with it.
Yeah.
So
That was a ballsy move to just running in and holding down at that percent against a Peach.
yeah. Yeah.
Scary, but Prof
Such a
stuck
good
to his
move.
guns.
I actually am mad at KJH every day because I know he just brought that move into
Yeah.
Yeah.
every Fox's mindset.
Yeah.
Nobody was using it.
Pisses
We
me
were all
off.
fine. All right. Like,
It was great. It's like, oh, I could shield poke. Oh, I could set up the up air.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just straight up kill sometimes. It's
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
well, you just come in, introduce up tilt, then leave. Like,
Damn it, Kalindi.
Yeah. No, I remember when he taught me about it actually shield pokes a full shield on Samus,
Samus,
if you're
I love
right
that
next
one.
to
That
it.
motherfucker. There you go.
oh, up there, down smash not working. Ooh.
Oh.
down there, up smash. Dang.
Another hot start for Prof, and certainly looks like he's retained that momentum that he was able to
Yeah.
build through the losers bracket.
Oh, the double jump.
Wow.
Oh, he was dancing around her.
If I recall correctly, I think on the winner side, it was, I think Trif started the set with the wins. Now it's kind of
Right,
winning the
right.
first interaction. Pretty good for him.
Professor Pro!
He's playing so good right now. The Nair forward air up smash is such a classic, like, I don't know. Against Peach, when you start hitting those, when you start punishing the DI in, it's just like confirming into the kill moves,
Oh, man.
getting more and more damage. She's already outpaced this damage on this stock, and you're up 2 stocks?
Yeah, and as Foster was saying, it's like the pressure's now on Trif to be the one to adjust.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's moving so
Is
fast.
this Prof or Leffen? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, it's definitely doing it Prof style, right?
Yeah,
like we're
yeah, no,
talking
it's-
about the commitment stuff that Fausto was talking about.
It's
He's
much
going
different,
in.
but
Yeah.
it's looking like a similar outcome
Exactly,
so far.
yeah. There are multiple templates for how Fox can defeat Peach.
Yep.
Gets the chain grab to the forward throw. One edge guard attempt.
Okay, goes down to ledge.
Oh, perfect timing on that turnip throw.
nice.
Goes hella low with the float back air. Really nice stuff.
Yep. Trif's keeping a glimmer of hope for this game still.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the chain grabs come into play too, that'll change things up real
Up throw
quick.
down smash misses again. There, it finally hits.
Oh, and the wave shine out of shield just so clean
Yeah.
from Prof.
Oh, man.
And the reverse wave shine out of shield. That's not,
Yeah, exactly.
Doing it facing forward is hard enough.
Yeah.
Man. He nailed it facing the other way. Crazy.
Here we're going to see 100% into a nair or forward throw at the end. Into a shine. Oh,
wow.
no.
Is there a reason for no pummels there? Like, I don't know how
I
crazy.
don't think it matters. It's like very easy. The
Yeah.
chain grab is like easier than Marth, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you kind of just, do I pummel and do one less throw at the end? Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah. It could just be it's easier to keep the rhythm if you don't pummel.
Right.
Like,
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I definitely, what I do against a Pichu pummels every time is I don't mash until like the 4th one, and then I mash like crazy.
So they get
on
comfortable?
pummel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I used to play Mike Hayes, and he would actually pummel me 9 times sometimes. Because I just wouldn't mash.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's going to throw me at some point. He always
Yeah.
threw the
Yeah.
down throw one. And then at one point, he'd hit like 5,
Yeah.
6. I'm like, dude, you're disrespecting me
Yeah.
right now.
oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay. Up throw up air 2-0 in Prof's favor.
Yeah.
And they've been on 2 of Peach's theoretically strongest
Right,
stages
yeah,
in the
that's
matchup.
true.
I mean, it's not a great look so far
What's
for Trif.
left? Does he try Pokemon Stadium now?
I mean, you got to imagine he's going back to FD again, but
Yeah.
he's got to make it count a bit more. He's got to find those grabs a bit quicker.
I think he's got to
I
get
feel like-
creative. Yeah, go ahead, Foster.
I feel like Prof wasn't so dominant in the winner side, obviously.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just adapts on the fact that he creates more offensive mix-ups.
Yeah.
Like, I recall the game on Fountain of Dreams, for instance, where he was just staying on the side of the stage, you know, and waiting for Trif to make a mistake something. Now it's just trying to make Trif make more mistakes and abuse of it, which is definitely really impressive to see
Yeah.
that adaptation in only one day.
Yeah, he's being so proactive and forcing the interactions to be favorable for him, which is really sick to watch. So sneaks past him there.
Trif actually been a little bit shaky on a couple of his edge guards that are normally
Yeah.
automatic for Trif.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if he tried to nair there, but actually got the forward air. Because normally you don't forward air until you visually confirmed an up B.
Right.
So,
What?
Oh, yeah,
That's
that combo.
Ooh.
There's another shine out of shield. He's so clean on those. Those are so hard
Yeah.
to do against Peach, who has no landing lag on her aerials.
Okay. Works out for Trif.
Yep.
first stock lead of the whole set so far.
Yeah. And it's a fragile one as he ties it back up right away and only gets 8% for his troubles.
Yeah, and I know Trif obviously wants to look for these grabs to lead to chain grabs, but Prof is making it so hard. He's playing so safe.
He's just going in, man.
Covering everything with shine whenever he lands. It's really hard to find that grab for Trif.
Covering the full hops with the aerials there. He gets a tech chase down smash there.
Yeah. Grab here would be big for Trif.
Yep.
Uh-oh, but the
wave
wave
dash
shine out of
yep.
shield again.
Oh la la.
I think he's been getting called out on his mix-ups every single time.
Yeah.
And I feel, I know it's harder done than said. God, I messed that all the way up. But I think he just needs to be a little more creative in how he's approaching this, because clearly Prof has a read on how Trif is choosing to play this match.
Right.
And what I'm seeing is Trif insisting on like, you know, the standard being safe and trying to find those openings, but it's just Prof baiting him every time into thinking that he's safe.
Right.
So, like, I think at this point when you're losing like this, you just got to go for the mix-ups. You got to start seeing the layers that you're getting called out on and then just adding another one to see if that starts opening in the front.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's tough because in the moment, like, your brain is moving a mile a minute trying to keep up with the pacing of the game, and it's hard to problem solve when your brain is in that spot, right? To be like, yes, I should do something different, and then your brain just defaults to bad dash attacks or something, right? So
and I think the best way to get out of that mode is to start playing really defensive and just see what he does, right? Just keep
observe.
it safe and observe for a bit, and see if you can start picking up anything from there.
Nice, I like that.
Ooh.
The mind of a floaty. I was like, oh, so you should just shine faster is what you're saying.
Yeah, can you imagine waiting?
Yeah,
that's what we think about. I don't think you guys have ever waited on like the Angel platform in your life.
Right.
All right, Trif's got some good damage here. Definitely chain grab percent if you can find a grab here. Okay.
Recognizing the smash GI turns around mid-wave shine.
Yep.
A sick waveline mix up there. Prof knows he's just one stock away if he can close this one out.
Dead even in percent.
Not too much laser.
Yep.
You won't take the risk of taking a dash attack.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh, and this is big.
How
This
many
could be
can you
it.
get?
Oh,
How many jump
Prof
cancels
is
out?
Professor Pro!
Who is this?
Oh my
Speaking of some Kalindi
goodness.
stuff, he was one of the first guys to start doing that. It's the Wave Shine Infinite, quote unquote, where you cross him up with a dash JC Shine, turn it back around, keep it going. Dude, oh man,
Trif did everything he could to get out of that.
Yeah.
I saw his smash DI going. He was
Yeah.
hitting like all kinds of different
see his
distances
player
and
cam, and
everything.
he's like every shine, he's
Oh
moving.
my god, that was so clean.
That's scary.
Man, Prof on the last game, last stock situation so far today. Don't mess with him, man.
Oh man, that after their winner set, we were expecting another close one, another nail biter, and that was not what we got.
That was so sick.
After all their history, you do not expect a 3-0 from Prof and such a 3-0 in all their history of matches. Like, he played out of his mind this time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
He's, I mean, it's hard to imagine anyone beating Leffen in this bracket,
Yeah.
but this Prof, he's got a shot.
Yeah, I actually love how that went too, because we were talking about how he just saw a template of how Leffen did it. He didn't take it. He took his own template. He wrote his own, you know? And he's like, oh guys, don't worry, I'll give you a second template for how to beat Peach, and now you guys have 2 sets to study. Because I am also at this level, right?
Yeah.
Like,
He probably heard us talking about it or comparing him to Leffen, and he got pissed.
yeah, exactly. It's like, who do you think I am?
Wait, what was the Michael Jordan quote from
I took that personally.
Yeah, he took that personally. Yeah.
Right.
I heard the commentators compare me to Leffen, and I took that personally.
That's great. Oh my god, he's got a couple career highlight clips from just today.
Oh yeah,
right. Like those were some insane closeouts.
Yeah, beautiful.
Matching Leffen's openings per kill against Peach too, right? We were talking about how Leffen had particularly low openings per kill against Peach with 5 point. I think it was 9 as well. Like,
yeah. I believe it was the exact same.
Yeah.
And definitely
501.
Whenever Fox has a lower openings per kill than Peach, then you know it's not looking good for the Peach at that point.
Yeah.
Man.
One thing that's surprising me right now, though, is a common neutral opener from Fox, from Prof Pro. It's the Nair.
Yeah.
That is used to get couch cancel or just shield Nair out of shield, stuff like that. So I'm super surprised to see to see the Nair as the most opening move.
Yeah, and I think that just speaks to Prof's confidence in the matchup that he was able to use Nair that effectively when it is so scary against Peach.
Yeah, because I think it kind of means that one, Peach was kind of getting bamboozled a lot. And two, he was anti-airing her a lot. I think he had her scared so much that she was full hopping, and a lot of those Nairs were actually full hop call-outs into up tilts, into Nair, up bet,
right.
So...
Yeah, just a really good read on how Trif was trying to approach from the air a lot and just stuffed it so much with that Nair. And gosh, that ending was so sick, man.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be able to do that, when you're just practicing tech skill, but to bust it out in the last stock situation against a player of Trif's caliber to close out a set, that's just
very few
ridiculous.
players can do that even on a CPU one time.
Right.
Yeah.
And to be able to do it, to have the confidence to go for it like that.
At a Summit Losers Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you mess that up slightly, you might end up like in
Getting
the air
down smashed.
afterwards, and then you get a down smash, you get grabbed, and then you lose.
Yeah, he was at the percent where he would lose from something like that.
Exactly.
Just did it.
Insane. And now Prof gets his shot at Leffen.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Fauster, but I don't think Prof has beaten Leffen in quite a few years at this point.
If ever?
I don't have to correct you because you're right. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Final boss here.
Yeah, Leffen definitely been kind of the king of Europe, winning some tournaments in Europe literally with random. He went random and won a tournament in Europe. Like,
I feel for Europe, man. Yeah. I feel for Europe because
some mango stuff.
No, it's worse because like he'll destroy like your region.
Yeah.
And then he'll talk shit on
exactly.
on your skill.
On Twitter.
He does.
And then he rocks secondaries on you. Mango at least just stays home and streams.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And like he just has fun with it. He actually doesn't talk shit on SoCal.
Yeah.
He's actually like really cool with SoCal.
Yeah.
But Leffen, man, Leffen being your best player.
It's just so hard to improve when everyone around you sucks and loses to my Pikachu. And you're like, dude, I'm trying, man. Like,
and then even in this bracket, right, like the play has been so sick, and Leffen's like 3-0, 3-0. 3-1 on Frenzy, 3-0, 3-0. Damn, he's right.
Yeah.